Number 5. Car Warriors by SNK. This is another arcade port, and another game that it's not very close to the arcade. I mean, the graphics are nowhere near the arcade for the Nintendo version, but it's still a very fun game. Very fun with a friend. Very long game. It's only got 4 stages, but I think the fastest me and my friend have ever beaten this thing is in like 2 hours. For a Nintendo game, that's pretty long, especially with only 4 levels on it. But this one we never had to use the Game Genie on because everybody who's ever played this game knows the cheat code to continue endlessly, which is when you lose your last guy, quickly hit A, B, B, A, and you will start right up or you just died with another 3 lives. Also, it's also an annoying game, and the fact that if you die or get hit too many times, if you die on level 3 boss, the stairwell will not appear after you kill him to get to the 4th level, which means you're stuck in limbo. The only way to avoid that is hit reset and start all over. It takes a while to get there anyways. So Car Warriors is number 5. Great game. If you don't own it, you should for your NES collection. Alright, number 4. Track and Field by Konami. This is it's a sports game basically, but it's a very weird sports game. It's also based on an arcade game. And this is also a port, I should say, not based on, because it was an arcade game. This one me and my friend had a lot of fun doing. I mean, you have to tap the A and B button so much that whenever we put this game in, we switch over to the NES Max controllers just so we can use the turbo buttons. But this one's kind of cool. There's like a few secrets in there, like on the javelin throw, if you throw it straight up, you'll hit a flying saucer and it'll come crashing to the ground, and you'll get a bonus 1,000 points for that. And he always did better at me, though. I would always end up losing. Like basically, you cycle through all these: the 100-meter dash, the long jump, the 110-meter hurdles, the javelin throw, the skeet shooting, the triple jump, the archery, and the high jump. And then I'll cycle through, and the qualifying times or scores actually get harder and harder to pull off. See, like the first round is only for archery here is 2,500. But another game that was very fun with 2 players, more than 1 player, but still fun by yourself. Alright. Number 3. Double Dragon 2 The Revenge by Acclaim. Great game. Probably my favorite of the 3 Double Dragons on the Nintendo system, by far. I mean, part 1 is fun, but it's disappointing that it's not 2 players at the same time like the arcade. This one is pretty close to the arcade. What can I say? I mean, the controls get a little bit, you gotta get used to it a little bit though, because you hit one button to punch forward and the other button kicks behind you in case you're getting double teamed. And what's really cool is me and my friend beat this. No Game Genie help on this. We just got good enough that we just went through the whole entire game. No Game Genie. I think there's a cheat code to continue, but I don't remember it. Certain button combination to continue when you lose your last life. But yeah, we were able to beat this thing just all the way through. And actually, if you play by yourself, you put it on 2-player B and you kill the second player, you actually gain all of his lives, which is kind of cool. That's how I beat it by myself, is you take out the second player and you gain all of their lives. So basically you have 7 lives to go through the game then, which is kind of a neat little cheat feature on it. At least I think so. I mean, I'm trying to right here try to do the spin kick with one hand, and the spin kick's really hard to pull off. Like right there, I mean, I finally got it to go off. But it's a nice, powerful move if you can manage to pull it off. Number 2. Life Force, also by Konami. I got a lot of Konami games on here. This one is a famous sequel to Gradius, which I think this actually was an American and PAL only sequel, because the Japanese actually had a Gradius 2 and we didn't over here in the States, if I got my information right. Another game that has the famous Konami code in it for 30 lives. And pretty much that's what me and my friend did all the time to beat it, was the 30 life code. And it was, I mean, yeah, it's cheating, but it's fun to play these games all the way through. And this one's really hard. I've never been able to get far in this game with just the normal 3 lives and the continues. I mean, this game's relentless. Unrelentless when it comes to everything flying at you at once and trying to kill you. But it's a side-scrolling shooter and vertical scrolling shooter, horizontal and vertical. It switches between boards. And I swear to God, there's one area at the end of the game where it is impossible to not die because this wall comes out so fast that if you don't get through it at the top of the screen, and you don't want to be at the top of the screen because you don't know what's coming, the wall completely closes and there's no way around it. But alright, Life Force is number 2. Now for number 1. And you guys can probably already guess number 1 here. Contra by Konami. This is my all-time favorite NES game for 2 players and by myself. I mean, of course, when we were younger, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. 30 guys, able to beat the game every single time. And this is one of the few games that actually I cheated all the time with it just because I loved playing it all the way through, seeing all the boards, learning all the stuff in it, to the point where I was actually able to beat this thing by just turning it on putting it in, turning on the power, going all the way. The first time I beat it all the way through without the cheat code, I used all 3 continues. Then the last time I beat this was many, many years ago. This was like 10 years ago. Last time I beat this game, though, I only had to use 1 continue. I still have yet to beat it without using a single continue, but hey, once you play it, once you play it so many times, you learn what's coming, and it gets predictable. But I still find it fun, and I mean, once you get that spread gun in the first stage, if you can not mess up and die stupidly, you're pretty much unstoppable with that spread gun because everything just dies instantly with it and kills, especially in these first-person-esque boards. That thing takes out those little discs that you have to destroy pretty quickly. Alright, well, thank you all for watching my top 10 2-player NES games. I had a lot of fun making this, and please subscribe and follow me on Twitter at RetroJ-.